Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh. So some history of SpongeBob. So I grew up with SpongeBob. I really liked the first 3 seasons specifically. And then like after the third season, Steven Hillenburg made the movie. And he left after that because he originally wanted that to be the ending of SpongeBob. And the episodes after that were just kind of okay, and then they just went downhill, 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 and then they were just terrible. Like, it's really a shame how bad the modern episodes are. I saw, like, the trailers for this movie. I thought it looked okay. Wasn't that excited for it. But then I heard that Steven Hillenburg was coming back to write it, and that gave me a little hope. After the movie, it was like SpongeBob was getting more for kids, because, like, before then it was, like, for all ages. I mean, anyone could enjoy watching SpongeBob. But after the movie, it just became more and more just for kids, and they weren't as enjoyable as they used to be, especially for me, who's growing up. And since this is from some of the old producers that wrote the movie and the first 3 seasons, it actually had some adult jokes in it, and it was actually funny. I had some fun with this movie. I actually did like this movie. And it's kind of surprising because it's actually seeing SpongeBob being good again. It was like I was taking a dive into my childhood again. It's been so long since SpongeBob's actually been good. The trailers kind of misled you because they make you think that the whole movie is over water. But really, most of the movie, like the first 2/3 of the movie, is all underwater. It's only the last third that's over water. And I really liked seeing a lot of cartoony stuff again, and there's like even little references in the movie that really remind you of the old episodes. Like this line Patrick says, like right towards the beginning, I was like, yes! The movie definitely isn't perfect. It's flawed in several ways. First off, Antonio Banderas' character, the villain. I really did not care about him at all. I just wanted it to stay underwater for the part where they kept showing him like tell the story. I really did not care about that. I just wanted it to stay underwater. I just felt he wasn't funny. I just felt like it should have been a different actor. It should have been a different villain. Like, for example, the first movie had a really, really, really good villain, Dennis. He was hilarious. And this villain, he's just like really goofy, and there's not really anything special about him. And I just really didn't care for him. And another character that just didn't need to be there, it was just really dumb character, was this really weird space magic dolphin guy. He was just annoying. I did not care about him. He was annoying, and he wasn't funny, and I just really didn't care about him. One thing is that there's a lot of jokes that just didn't really hit. There's some that did and some that didn't, but some jokes that were like, you can tell, they give you a pause for the audience to laugh, but then in some of those scenes it's just like the audience didn't laugh at all. It's just like some jokes were really supposed to be funny, but they just weren't. Like, for example, they showed this in the trailer, so I can talk about it. Patrick's about to use his superpower, and then it just shows him eating ice cream, and it's like, maybe we should have picked a better superpower for you, Patrick. That's not funny. I mean, what? I don't even get it. And there are also some things about the ending that I just didn't like. The ending of the movie, it wasn't good. I didn't like it. But there are some jokes that were really, really funny, and they made me laugh a lot. They also have some really cool concepts from past episodes, like SpongeBob and Plankton working together, and instead of talking about fun, they're talking about teamwork. And I mean, that was nostalgic right there. Them like SpongeBob singing and the Plankton like saying funny things. You know what I'm talking about? All the characters are intact. They're all the characters we've grown to know and love. They're not any different. Like Squidward's still Squidward. Patrick is still an idiot. Mr. Krabs is still that cheap skate. Sandy is barely even has any lines, even though she's like in the movie a lot, but she doesn't have a lot of lines for some reason. I mean, I never really liked Sandy that much as a character, so that didn't really matter to me. It was really bringing back a lot of things from my childhood. It was like a lot of scenes made you go like, yes, when they were referencing some old episodes. I had some fun with it. I'm gonna give this movie a B. It was pretty good, but there were some things that were just like, bleh. I'm gonna give Majora's Mask in a bit. I mean, by the time you're watching this, I have already gotten it, but I'm gonna get it a bit. When I'm filming this, I'm going to be getting it in a bit. And I'm going to review that, because it's one of my favorite games of all time. And I'm going to basically just, yes, I'm going to review it, okay? I'm going to review the game. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So if you like this, be sure to subscribe and all that. Bye-bye.
Secret!